moving on through, we have got SeverneShop.com. If you want to buy your Severne gear, SeverneShop.com. That's where you got to go. We're going to go and try and find someone here to talk us through the gear. And Mr. Dieter van der Eyken.
How are you doing?
I'm very good. Where's my beer? Where?
Here's your stubby holder.
I was going to say, where is my beer?
You'll get one in a second.
That's good, man. How is the Defi going so far?
A little bit too less wind, I would say. It was really windy before. I've actually done the track for the first time.
Oh, really?
Bloody long. And I did it on free wave gear, so...
And that was half?
No. I went
the
next day. I went to do the whole thing. So the first day I only made it to the half, and then I went on Google Maps and I was like, I should have gone a bit further. So the next day I woke up and I made a mission to go there, and I just came back and I was like, I don't know how people do it.
It's full on. It is full on. You've got to come. Everyone's got to come. Exactly. And just looking around the stands, even just to come for this, you know, this is when you really feel windsurfing's alive. You see all the new gear, top riders, just the general public hanging around, good vibes.
Exactly. I mean,
free beers.
Free beers, exactly. Free stubby holders and everything. No, but like, honestly, for me, the best is, even if you came here before, I was sitting on the beach and just watching like so many windsurfers. It's like the place to be.
Yeah. It's like you power up your windsurfing motivation by coming here, I tell you.
You get addicted again.
Right, let's talk about Severne. Are you still involved in...
R&D and some stuff, definitely. I'm not doing much back office anymore. I just do more of my cams and stuff like that. But like, I still know the products and I still do some photo shoots for them and R&D on the freestyle and some wave stuff.
Okay, let's go through the craziest sail I've seen in this whole setup. Check out this thing. I don't know where we get to it, but I saw this the other day. It's pretty mad. I mean, that is the Balz Muller Pro Sail, I'm guessing. Is that just a one-off paint job?
Exactly. So it's a full freak where the local painter Hugo from Lanzarote made the painting. And actually, we have a white Predator there because Balz needs a board to fit with this sail.
I'll be honest,
so tomorrow the painter is gonna paint that board live here on the boot.
Sick. I saw this from a distance. I actually thought it was a production. I was like, wow, that's the, you know, like the old Mickey Mouse North one. Everyone remember that? I was thinking, God, someone's done it, but I didn't realize it's actually painted on.
Yeah, it's actually painted up. I used it today in the towing, and so the board will fit, and the guy is here to paint it, and he's also the one who made the logo for Balz. So
that's pretty sick, actually. I actually looked on his Instagram. I saw you guys' Instagram, and he's got some cool stuff. I might try and get him to do some T-shirts because he's got some cool.
He's keen. He's
stuff.
Around. I'll introduce you later.
Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, what else have we got, Severne-wise?
NCX, the no camber race sail. I would say a lot of people would use that here. Not all. Maybe the next one more people would even use, but that's like the best blasting sail you can have, which has no cambers, no fuzzling around, but very tight skin tension, so it goes really fast. And I would say, I think we go down to 5.0 or something in that, so quite some people on it here.
It's a good, I mean, most of the brands have got that no-cam racing sail, and it is one of the top sellers, and you know, rightly so, ease of use. And then we've got the
Moto, so that's actually a new sail that came out this year. So we before had the Turbo and the Overdrive, which was a 3-cam sail and a 2-cam sail, so we moved them together, and that's the Moto. So it has a 2-cam, has some race features, and that is kind of the sail you want to be here on the Defi, because it's super easy to sail. If you compare to like a full-on race sail, for example, the boom is roughly 10 cm shorter, so less backhand dragging. And for me, when I sailed this ledge, I would say you want to be comfortable. You don't need to have top-end speed. You need to have comfortable, average speed. And that's kind of the sail you would look for, you know. So it's all a little bit slimmed down. It's all on RDM mass now.
But the cambers are both at the bottom. Is that normal?
Yes.
Is that normal for a twin cam?
Normally,
I don't know if my brain's playing tricks. I always remember it being higher. But
a lot of the brands, when they have twin cam, they have above and below. And what we actually try to create is that stability down low. And then the leech can open up and off. And with the RDM, it also is super smooth cam rotation, so you just get the stability. And that's what something on the Turbo, which we had before, I really like, is when it gets choppy, when you just have the 2 cams at the bottom, it actually gets really stable.
Yeah, okay,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of new from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's going down this whole clam cleat harness line job.
Yeah, exactly.
How long are your lines?
We have up to 52.
I know. I heard 60 earlier over there.
Yeah, I think 52.
Jesus.
I mean, these ones are not in full production yet. It's the last samples we have, so they're gonna come in production in the near future. But yeah, even up to 52 or something. Ridiculous.
Mad. What do you use for freestyle?
30.
30.
Yeah, I could go 32 maybe, but 30 in general is pretty nice.
Okay.
So a bit longer. So yeah, then some foil stuff.
The full staff sort of base level or...
Yeah, I mean, this is not racy at all. This is like people who want to get into foiling, having an easy foil that...
Aluminium, cheap.
Yeah,
cheaper,
exactly.
Cheaper price.
Cheaper, exactly. Easy to assemble, all one screw, I would say. And actually a bit more back-footed than most foils out there.
Okay.
So if you're a windsurfer and you're used to that, it's actually very nice and easy to start using these foils. That's kind of the principle behind the Severne foil in this one. And then obviously you have the white Predator behind.
So this is like the Balz Muller.
Yeah, so this is
foil.
a 95 Predator, and that's going to be painted up tomorrow. So I think tomorrow evening you have to come back to see the end view, and the guy will do it live here.
I bet Balz is pretty excited.
Yeah, he's very excited. Like, we have a video that he unrolled that sail. He didn't know anything of the sail. He knew about the board, but he didn't know anything of the sail, and he was freaking excited. And he was going, you have to imagine, on this board, on his foil, and a 4-4 in 8 knots.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. So that's what it is. Like, it's a completely different thing from the race foiling. It's like you can go on quite small sails in quite light winds once you get a good gear and a good foil on you, and once you get used to it. So you can go to a 3-quiver sail, 2 boards, in my opinion, and sail from 8 or like 8-10 knots till 40 knots if you adjust it well.
I mean, speaking to Patrick, it's the same sort of theory with the foil and the fin changing.
Exactly.
How's it going? Okay, moving inside. What we got? The Fox.
The Fox. The board for here, I would say. This is the 95. This is comfortable, free ride, free racing.
Yeah.
I would say. You know, you have the pads so you can stand comfortable. It has a lot of V in the front. It's a little bit longer than most of the other boards, and it just separates chopped under you.
Yeah,
and it's still very fast but comfortable.
So ease of riding, basically, comfortable.
Exactly. I mean, it's Ian Fox who came up with this board, and he wanted a board to blast in front of the coastline of Australia and to just go fast and be comfortable, and this is exactly what that is.
Speaking of Australia, did you see Pricey got attacked by a shark?
I saw. Have you read the story?
Me and Dieter were at that beach, and a 5-meter great white went underneath you.
Yeah, pretty much just passed like 200 meters. No, not even, like where Alfie's standing, like a few meters in front of me, and I just like, fuck. And apparently they liked windsurf sails, so
so a friend of ours who's now in Esperance basically just landed a shaka badly. Top of the sail hit the water, and a great white was attacking the top of the sail, and it shredded the sail. It's not a made-up story.
No.
And he was in there. It was circling. So it's all on the news now. We're going to get him on the podcast. But I just thought I just seen Dieter. I'm thinking. I remember when we were there. You came in going. Jesus Christ, it was massive.
It was massive. And even like the local guys were like, yeah, that's one of the biggest we've seen. And then the worst was, the next day we went to the bay upwind.
Yeah.
And we had to do some shooting. And then Ben just fucks off. And he's like, oh, you just can sail around and get back to Fort Beach. It was the most scary sail I've ever done. I was just like, I don't want to crash. I don't want to crash. Don't lose the base plate. Don't do anything.
And it's the most clearest water you've ever seen.
Yeah.
You see everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. So
anyway,
enough sharks.
Yeah.
Something new. This is like a Verso, and actually I took it out the other day, the 110. And what it is, it's like a board for the people who are just getting into planing, just getting into the foot straps. And you have a lot of different foot strap position, so you can grow into the board. Very easy jibing, super comfortable. Not the fastest, fast enough, but just made for comfortable. Again, a bit longer, a little bit more old school, but super easy to use. Incredibly easy. So that's just new, so a lot of centers are having it. But if you're like getting into free riding, or if you're actually getting into windsurfing, you're looking for a board that's fast planing, easy jibing, has a lot of options for you in the future, then this is kind of the new board in the Severne range that really helps you there, I would say.
moving through.
Moving through, yeah, it's a lot of products by now.
It's adding up, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So the Pyro, Philips board, obviously.
Mr. Costa.
Mr. Costa, one of the best sellers in the wave range, I would say. Super fast, super forgiving. I sometimes use it when I'm coaching because it's so fast planing. I can get upwind, downwind very easily. I can accelerate quickly for a jump. It's very easy to keep speed on the wave. The only thing I personally would be missing is a little bit rail to rail. Very engaging, you know. But for most of the people out there, this is a really
onshore waves.
Onshore, offshore. Actually, honestly, I've taken it out in 6 meter waves, and the rails are quite thin.
6 meter.
Yeah, 6 meter waves, like in Fuerteventura, and it's really good. Actually, it's almost in big waves, almost better than in small waves, performance-wise for me.
Because you don't need to get it.
Exactly, but it's jump on, easy to go, and like so forgiving. Like sometimes you come out of a maneuver, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna mess it up, and like sometimes you stand it. So for most of the people, you can run it as thruster or quad. You can choose it. You can change the characteristic of the boards very well by that. For most of the people, they can get along on this one very, very well.
Okay.
All round, all world round, I would say. And then the dyno, my dad's favorite board, I would say, is the free wave. So the free wave comes in 85 to 115. And it's super easy planing, a lot of volume in the back, super easy jibing because we have like baffled rails on the front. So it kind of splits up the chop as you're going into it. Same if you're going over chop. Very easy on your knees. I would say a lot of people, if you're doing mainly bump and jump and just getting into your first wave ride, or mainly say like waves not higher than shoulder high, and you just sometimes want to do a turn but mainly want something that's off the beach easy, then that would probably be the better option than a Pyro, for example. So that's the go-to for the lake sailor that sometimes sails on the sea, or the sailor that sails in very choppy water, just wants something fast, easy, good jibing, then that's really a go-to. It's a good all-rounder, I would say.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah. And then
Alien?
Gray, Alien. So Alien is kind of the foil board from Severne for free ride foiling. Yeah, it's a little bit hidden.
We're hiding behind the sails here, but
exactly. So Alien does, it's super easy releasing. Works very well with the red wing foil. Very easy to go upwind, downwind. Very forgiving. So the nose comes up quite a lot. So if you touch down, it just straight away wants to release. It doesn't want to catapult you over the front, and that's it. You know, like you can put a bit more inside or outside. It comes in, I think, smallest is 105 and biggest is 155, which is the one we have here. I think most popular one is around 125, and just very easy to cape on the flight. So if you're thinking of getting into foiling, I would say get a foil board because it makes your life a lot easier. Okay?
Okay.
And then we have one more hidden, well, two more, but one more we can really talk about.
Yeah,
the other one is
gone, but that's your racing one. But then you've got, looks like the Defi Wind.
Exactly. So that's something we just made for here. It's not for sale, so the team is using that one. It might come in, but it's basically Fox, but then race. You know, really working towards the top end, so taking away a bit of the comfort, but taking in a sixth gear, like you would say. So yeah, that's kind of the main products next to the sail, which we have here, which is the full racing, I think. No, it's a full-on racing.
Yeah, full race sail.
So yeah, that's kind of the main thing from the booth, I would say.
Yeah, no, that sounds good, man. Cheers, thank you very much. Obviously, Severne have got a fair few riders on the team. Like you're looking at the riders, you're like, my God, all the kids. I mean, there's so much kid stuff. Obviously, you've got no kid stuff here, but a lot of kids impose all on Severne. A lot of the women riders, a lot of Severne riders. Obviously, Erpenstein in Chile.
Won our first World Cup.
And I think he was doing a bit of coaching as well, so that's got to be a bit of a proud moment.
Yeah, that was very, very proud moment.
And it was, I have to say, watching the live stream for Chile when it got massive so quick, man, watching that was just like goosebumps.
And there was like, for me, for women windsurfing, it really put it on the map because they were still going for it. It was like mass high, not veering away, and like the first section you don't see that well on the stream, but it's in front of rocks. And that wave is powerful because I messed up one wave and I got pinged on the ground pretty long.
That was solid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Solid. And
Solid.
3 Severne riders in the top 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very, very good. And it went on. Like, you cannot believe. Nine wave set. If you didn't see it yet, there was a 9-wave set, and I think in one semi-final, Camille took the biggest wave I've seen. Like, we were sitting in this restaurant on top, and it just like, there's an island outside, and it got completely swallowed by the wave, and you just go like, what's that?
It was mad. It was
madhouse.
All right, well, see you around.
You still want a beer?
I'll come back in a minute.
You come back, all right.
Still got work to do, yeah? Onwards and outwards, or wherever we're going. Remember, for all your Severne needs, SeverneShop.com.